Hey, what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We are coming at you with a super spicy episode 358. We are recording on February 2nd, 2026 with another one of our catch-up episodes, guys.
Oh, we're back.
Another big one.
We're back.
Last week, what was supposed to happen was we were supposed to record. We record on Mondays. If you were aware, last week we got so much snow. I got like 15 inches of snow by me. I was shoveling for like 2 days straight. I was exhausted. I'm like, let's move it to Tuesday, guys. Then Tuesday, Warren Nita texted me like, we're sick. I'm like, well, shit, I'm fine now. Sick. I'm ready to go. But I get it.
My
so
voice
that's
was
when
gone
we
with
decided
the flu
to
or whatever it is. Yeah. But we're back.
Anita sounds so much better, right? Like in general.
I do. I'm a little better now.
Hey, you.
But we got a spicy episode. We talked about these songs. Honestly, a lot of praise this week is what I would say.
Ooh.
Right?
We like the music. That's good.
That's a rare situation.
It's good.
Spoiler alert! I was a big fan of a certain Posse that tends to be not old.
I kind of feel like I was
not so much.
I kind of feel like I was a fan of everything else this week.
Dang.
God damn. I am still salty about that. What was Anita's favorite track?
What did you think it was?
Statistically, there's one that she definitely liked.
Oh
the
shit!
most.
I'll have to re-listen to the episode to find out.
That's the music review. There's a lot of tax problems in the news and award shows that we talked about the Grammys a little bit. And then finally, hey guys, this winter has been rough. Not only on a SojuTalk sense, on a global sense. Our solidarities with the people in Minnesota and wherever else the evil Empire Ice people are at. It's rough out there. Everyone stay safe, and we got to keep fighting for what is right.
Yep.
All right, let's get into the episode. All right, big new releases, guys. It is another super episode, mega episode, whatever we call it. There's 5 songs this week covering the past 2 weeks. We have XG Hypnotize, KiiiKiii 404 New Era, I-dle Mono featuring SkaiWater. We have Young Posse Visa, and we have Zerobaseone with Lovepocalpyse. Let's start at the top. XG with Hypnotize. They are from XGALX. Last 3 songs were 5 Seasons, Gala, Million Pieces, and just so we all remember, it is now Extraordinary Genes is the name of this group now.
Oh, right. Yeah, it is.
That. Hey, let's just say this. I know that whenever we cover XG, there's people in the comments who are like, is this K-pop? Should you guys cover them? We even have some nationalists telling us don't cover them. You know what? Middle fingers to all of you. This is some good shit, right? Like,
That's what matters, yeah.
Good music.
Independent of what you feel about what kind of group this is and their identity, or if we should cover them or not. If they're gonna keep releasing good music like Hypnotize, we're gonna keep covering it. Period.
Why not?
Yeah, that's a good take. Yeah,
right. That's my take on this. Whatever this was funky. It was different for them. It was. I was like, wow, XG got this in the bag, and they did. This shit was great.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm so used to XG delivering. I'm not that surprised. It's still really good. To me, this felt more of a continuation of Gala in a way, because it feels very house, very like plebby in a way, but more I don't know, boppy, more like dance focused, or I don't know. Something about the beat felt a little more upbeat, maybe. But it's still within that realm to me. So I don't mind it. I liked Gala. I like this. I will say, maybe I'm nitpicking, but I felt that because of how it was sequenced, right? So we had Gala before as like a preview of the full album, for which Hypnotize is the title track. I feel that Hypnotize feels a little less grand than Gala, but I mean, it's still really good. So I'm not too upset about it. It's just, I guess maybe it's just the way that they released them that I think felt a little off.
Oh no! I mean, I haven't heard the rest of the album yet. I know this is a full album release. Gala is sitting at track 2, after the intro.
Right.
Hypnotize is sitting at track 6, which is a little less atypical for an album like this, which typically puts the title track in the second or the first listing of the track listing. So I'd have to see how the entire album plays out in its entirety. But I agree with you. I feel like I hear the connection with Gala. I hear the connection to where XG is, for example. Like this, Doug said this sounds a lot more funky. Anita, I think you said the same, similar thing. To me, this leans heavily into like deep house, disco house, maybe even like the aesthetic
Disco
of Diva
house,
House,
yeah.
even.
Almost, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Which Diva House in particular celebrates a lot of LGBTQ communities, queer communities, all of these minorities that that we sometimes don't celebrate enough. And given where XG is in their personal journey, I guess is that maybe that's how we put it. Given all the recent events with, I forget her name. I'm so sorry. Coconut. Yes. Given what they said about their sexuality, I think this is maybe one of the most fitting choices to make as an aesthetic. It fits
their
really,
sexuality, their identity.
Right. Sorry, their identity. Like it fits. If it fits nicely aesthetically with Gala as well. So I imagine like there's a through line there with the rest of the album. It does a good job of like bringing in these like repeating motifs that drive a lot of the cadences and phrases, like the was, which could be repetitive, but is used very sparingly as a sample. Those like, and then you have those like repeating rhyme structures, which give it this nice structure to kind of play off of. The bass is bouncy, the piano is hitting, and then there's like these camera sound effects in the background, like the sounds. This is my best effort without getting like copyrighted. Like just y'all gonna have to deal with my shit. And I feel like that does a lot in like adding texture, adding flavor. Yeah, I mean production is great. I mean the members sound great too, right? I mean I don't have to.
I love the chorus.
Hey,
I love the chorus.
I'm gonna give an early plaudit. Our girl Juria was so good on this track.
Very good.
Wow, she was amazing on this track.
I also Juria
who else,
and
Anita?
I also Chisa, because I think her bit in the chorus is, I think it ties it all together. Like how she starts that chorus and then how they sample, or well, she doesn't sample it because she sings it like again and again. In the chorus, a little whoa part, the little run she does, it's so good.
I don't know where I saw this comment. It could have been anywhere. I look at multiple places for comment. The top comment was, "I'm gay and this is my shit." Right? That was the top comment. And you know what?
That's great.
I am personally on a Doug level. I am not gay and this is also my shit. You know, like this is everyone's shit.
Everybody
This
can
song.
enjoy it.
Everyone can enjoy this track. This is a really good track.
I love it.
You know, I always talk about XG, and I'm like, and you know how I always bring up big picture arguments at the end of the song reviews, always because I like to give context. But like I say it every time they come back, is that the people making the decisions behind the scenes are making they like overwhelmingly make the correct decisions with this group, and they did again, you know. And you got to give praise, because sometimes you get groups and you see the decision making and you're like, whoa, what are we doing here, right?
What happened there? Yeah.
Like the XGLX people, Simon, they just make good decisions, and I think they know what they're working with, and it's good that they're very hyper focused on this group, because they clearly have their fingers on the pulse of this group, on the fandom. They know what people want, and they pretty much deliver on it like every time, right?
I agree.
Good song.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. I think.
Can I also shout out some? Are we still talking about the track? Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh. Anita, do you
I was
wanna
gonna
shout something?
sidetrack to a B-side.
Oh, sorry. Before we sidetrack then to a B-side,
Yeah.
I do want to point out a couple things because a couple comments did come into my mind. I was like, as I was listening to this track throughout the week or so, I think the pacing is great, leading from the intro, which then leads into the first chorus, and then that leads into the first and the only verse. I think that momentum is really good. But like after that, into the second chorus and into the final leg of the track, it kind of loses that momentum a little bit because it feels a little, maybe a little too repetitive. I don't know, I felt that was maybe a little less convincing in terms of pacing. And I do think, while I thought the sound overall completion of it, the execution of it was incredibly well done, I also did feel like it was maybe a little too familiar, and like they could have done more to kind of step outside that kind of familiarity zone with this kind of aesthetic more.
No.
It's still very refined and very solid overall. It's just
Yeah.
a couple of things on my wish list, I guess. So yeah, that's
I don't.
yeah.
Maybe on a similar note, I did write down that as much as I love the chorus, maybe it's also because I felt some of the maybe lack of verses or like in between sections were a little weaker or not as memorable in comparison to the chorus. I don't know if maybe it also refers to maybe that momentum that we kind of lose. But I mean, I guess to me, I felt that the repetitive, like the sense of repetition was okay because to me, like this genre feels like it's meant to be that kind of sound. Like it's not, like it's, when I think of like dance music, I think it's usually a little bit more repetitive in that way, like clubby. So I didn't mind it too much, but yeah, I felt like some parts were a little weaker because of it.
I do think it starts off, and the first like minute or so is like the best momentum we get throughout the song, and I think the rest of the track kind of lives off that, and I don't think that's particularly a bad thing. I'm just trying to think about how could it be even better, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna suddenly start campaigning this track to have a fucking, I don't know, like a 3 out of 10 rating. I'm not saying this needs to be a 3, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Anita said you like the B-sides on the album.
I did. So they're performing a B-side alongside Hypnotize, and it's called Rock the Boat, which I believe is an interpolation of the Aaliyah song of the same name. So it has like a very R&B vibe, maybe a little more boppy than the original, but it's really fun. It kind of reminds, I think I've seen some people compare this to Left Right in a way, and like in the vibes it gives, and it's really fun. So I feel like both of these tracks I felt like are really nice, and I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen XG do more of the R&B sound. So it was nice. So check it out. Rock the Boat.
Nice. I will check it out.
All right, XG Hypnotize, good track. I do kind of agree with Anita a little bit that sometimes the middle rap sections were all good. I was kind of just waiting for the chorus to come back because I was having a good time.
I love the chorus. It's
Yeah, I can see that argument. Let's pivot to the next song. We have KiiiKiii with 404 New Era. They are from Starship. Last two, I don't know why I didn't write 3, but I have Dancing Alone and I Do Me. They have other songs as well. Oh no, those are the only 2 that are technically title tracks. The other ones are like other releases.
BTG.
Yeah, all those ones, like debut song. Those are all technically not title tracks. But Warren, what is a 404 error on a computer? You know, let's start there because people might not know what that is.
What? Wait, am I
error.
supposed to know? It's an error. How much?
It's a okay. I'll just say it then. It's an error where whatever website you tried to type in your thing cannot be found. It's a 404 error.
Yeah.
So basically, in this song, they're trying to say like our brand, us as KiiiKiii, is something you can't find. It's like individual to us. We're special. I think that's essentially what they're going for here. I could be wrong though. But that's how I interpreted it.
It's the HTTP response status code indicating that a web client was able to communicate with a server, but the server could not provide the requested resource. So not found in the system. Right. I think that's pretty that kind of the first line 404 not found in the system.
Yeah.
And then the third line, which translates to 404, location outside of the grid. I think that kind of communicates what they're illustrating with this track.
They're out of the box. Yeah.
Out of the box, I think. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear what they're kind of going for with the sound, and the lyrical theme here. But like the sound, I think is like really cool. Like the beat is dope as hell. Oh my god, it's just like clean ass UK garage beat with like house drums. It is. I love how simple and clean this shit sounds. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the crux of my argument with KiiiKiii.
Yeah.
Like, let's just preface this. I like the song. I think it's a really good song, right?
Okay.
I think the best praise I could give KiiiKiii is their sound does not sound like it's from a company that's like a top 6 company in K-pop. If that makes any sense.
So it sounds bad? What are you saying?
No. What my argument is, sometimes with these groups from the big companies, there's like a corporate sterileness to the music where it sounds like it's from a big company. But when it's KiiiKiii group, every time they come back, I'm like, I can't believe Starship is allowing their creative team to cook like this. Like that's how
in general.
Yeah, the creativity in general of what they're trying to do and the way their group comes off and the visuals of their music videos. I'm like, I can't believe Starship lets them do this. I don't know.
Really though, I mean, like I definitely feel that way about this track because it feels a lot more left field than a lot of K-pop nowadays. But at the same time, like if I think about Dancing Alone, that was very vanilla, dude. Like,
well, you think Starship's letting IVE do debut song? That's my counter argument.
That's exactly what I'm leaning to. It's like when they're left field, they're very left field. When they're vanilla, they're very vanilla. It's like you guys are trying to have the cake and eat it too. Like I don't think you can. I don't know. Like I feel like we're kind of going back and forth here a little bit too much, and I'm not.
Okay? See, I was gonna ask that. You think it's too much?
Yeah, like I feel like it would work better if you pick a lane and then go with it, but instead it feels like they're trying to push for both and try to make both work when I don't know, like it's.
Well, see, I'm a Dancing Alone lover. I like that song a lot. So the way I would defend it is that when it came out, to me, it felt like it wasn't necessarily following like the musical trend at the time, because it felt very 80s inspired. The music video also had very 80s vibe. Like I don't know. To me, I feel like it was kind of vanilla compared to the other releases, but in the grand scheme of things, I didn't think it was like too safe in a sense.
But it's definitely not like left field as like debut.
It's
song.
It's not. But I don't think it's like. Well, I guess to me, I didn't think it was as on trend or like that it would. Well, to me, I didn't think it was like something that would get lost too much because it didn't feel like it was following a trend. But I mean, talking about this song now, I agree. I like this vibe. I like this house genre they're exploring. Also, I think I like how they're interpreting it, because to me, I feel like I'm hearing this genre, the interpretations of this genre a lot. Like just talking about XG at the beginning, like I feel like other groups are exploring this as well. I like this though. I think this makes sense for KiiiKiii. It just doesn't sound super stereotypical. It sounds like it was trying to mix a little bit of visually like Y2K, but it sounds very like modern, like you said, very clean. So that was nice. And visually too, they had this quality that made it almost sound like a campaign ad. I don't know. That's the vibe that I got. Like it was super polished in some way that I feel like, oh, this could be like a brand advertisement for some reason.
Well,
And maybe like the vibe of it.
people are saying it feels like a early 2000s Apple ad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I see that. Yes, I almost said Apple when I said brand. But I don't know. I like it. I think it stands out a bit in the midst of what's coming out from the girl groups. I don't know. I think this is fun. I like where KiiiKiii's going with this.
definitely agree with fun. How do you guys feel about the chorus? The 404 newfound in the system.
I thought that I would eventually say that this is some like annoying as shit, but it never got to that point with me. I thought it was such a jam, dude.
I was the opposite. I thought,
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
or
I'll get
at
a
first I
foreign
thought it was like it was very like, oh, this is very interesting. It got to the point where it's a little too repetitive for me, a tiny bit, but not quite there yet. I feel like it almost got to that, but it was okay. So.
I do feel like saying 404 and then era, those are very hard words to like kind of put into a rap. You know what I mean? Like, try enunciating a 404 and era. Like that's like, this is nothing against KiiiKiii.
Yeah.
I don't like. I like the concepts and I like the lyrics. I just don't know if I like the way it sounds. You know what I mean? Like 404. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they do also like a little word play, right? Where they say new error, but then they also say era. So I don't know. I don't know if it's
see, like,
if maybe that's where it's a little confusing too. Where like it's hard to distinguish it. I'll say that.
I
But
thought
that is
they
in
were
the lyrics.
saying error, and like I looked up the lyrics and it doesn't say error ever. It says era every time.
Really?
But I feel like that's gotta
okay.
be intentional. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest here. I also like, I don't know. I thought the lyrics to the song is like really, it's like really, it's really campy in a really good way. Like I'm really enjoying how much fun they're trying to have with the lyrics. Like they also said like 404 백지르대도 100점. So like 백지르대도 100점, which is like I could turn in an empty paper and still get 100, which is like clearly dumb as hell, but like it sounds fun to say. You know what I mean? Like, so I
Catchy.
yeah, like it's catchy as hell. I have this mixed impression of I don't know. I feel mixed about the lyrics. I don't know if it's the best fit for the members. Like some of these girls sound like they're trying to like reach beyond the depths of their like range to like do the 404
Okay.
thing.
I did feel that they were going in like a lower register for that.
Oh.
Which, and I don't know if I think it sounds cool. I don't think it sounds bad, but compared to their other tracks, I feel like it is reaching lower than usual.
Definitely, yeah.
Than maybe what they're comfortable with. And I don't know, maybe it's because it also repeats so much. Like I feel like I hear it, like all of the members do it. I don't know. I did think about that too. I guess it's not a huge thing for me, but yeah.
I do think like
think about it.
Ju sounds great, and like regardless of the controversy around this person, like I think Hum, for what it's worth, like sounds great. Like, I don't know if it's this is where it comes back to me, right? Like I've been talking to folks around me. I don't know if the track is like good enough to shift the discourse away from the controversy towards like how much talent this group has, or like the good song, or like whatever. You know what I mean? Like.
Is Home the noodle girl? Am I wrong? Is that her?
Yeah. So context wise, I don't know how much. I don't know how big this became in the West. To provide.
Not really. I read it though, but I don't completely remember what happened.
Okay. Let me step back. Sorry. Let me step back. Okay. There was a live stream between three of the members, Sui, Jiu, and Hum. I'm looking at the wiki right now. And while they were on stream, they were joking around. They were like eating noodles, udon noodles. And then Hum goes, "Guys, do you guys know what's inside Sui's head? Udon noodles." And the leader of the group, which is like Jiu, was like, oh no, the udon noodles are inside her stomach. Why would you say that? And then Hum was like, why? Because she's stupid.
Okay.
Okay. And to provide a little bit more of context around that, like saying someone's head is full of udon noodles is like, it's a phrase used in Korean culture, not positively. It's like if we were recording the podcast and I suddenly go, hey nation, Doug over here, he's fucking stupid. And then you see, like that's kind of rude.
Out of left field a bit.
Yeah, it's like
and it's not, basically it's not befitting of like a rookie idol to just start saying shit like that. Is that more or less where we're at?
To remember.
It feels, my honest take on it was that given that the member herself is like very young, like she's like 15, 16? Never mind, she's 19, but still 19, still young. It felt like one of the situations where like you're in a friend group in high school and like someone tries to be funny and says something that crosses the line a little bit.
Yeah.
And like cannot read the room. Like it felt like that. But like regardless, from a third party, it's not great. It's not a good look. And ever since, the conversation around KiiiKiii has been noodles, which is, not really where you want to be.
As much as I like this song, the reality is I got an unfortunate truth for everyone about this.
Are these numbers?
Shit, what?
I got a number here, guys.
Okay.
The album sales are down from 206,000 to 41,000.
Oh.
That's not great.
That's a 81% decrease, I believe.
Okay. I mean, album sales, particularly with like, it's like a 3-track EP. Oh wait, no, 6 tracks. Never mind. Okay. Well, I mean, album sales are not the only indicator of a group's financial health. So I wouldn't raise the red flag yet, but that's.
Yeah, I'm just pointing it out. That's
good
scary.
to point out, though. Yeah, that's a little. Yeah,
that's scary. I don't know what all the factors are involved in that, but like, it's pretty bad, right? Like, if you told anyone, yeah, your second album, for reference, like, not to bring it up, but Ive's second mini album sold 1.3 billion.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. I mean, don't compare him to Ive.
I mean, they're in the same company. They're the same company.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That being said, I just wanted to mention that that's no hate towards them. That's just some factual numbers I'm presenting. You can take that for what you want. That being said, I like what they're doing with the group. I like what they're doing with the music.
Musically, yeah.
You know what? The more I think about it, the more I do see Warren's argument where like we kind of have to we might not have to pigeonhole ourselves completely, but like we could pick like a sector and go in that direction, maybe. Like
more focused.
A little bit more focused. I can see that argument as well. But for what it is on an individual level, this 404 New Era song, I didn't expect this. I liked it, whatever it was. I thought it was exciting. And when you go XG Hypnotize into KiiiKiii 404 New Era, it's great back to back.
It's a club vibe.
Yeah.
We're in the house club vibe.
It's fantastic vibes if you do that.
You know what is a great track that wraps up that little 3-track playlist is Mono by I-dle.
Back
to back. We got to transition.
All right, let me transition. Let's go to the next song. We have I-dle with Mono featuring SkaiWater. I've never heard of this person before. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing it correctly. But the I-dle's from Cube. Last 3 songs: Good Thing, Klaxon, and Super Lady. So this I-dle Mono song is not off of like an album or anything. They just dropped it, right?
A single, okay.
To me, it just feels like they got the mojo back. I don't know what happened. Let's be honest here, right? Klaxon and Good Thing are kind of out there, right?
It was something, yeah.
It was an experience. I feel like they wanted to make a statement in 2026 and be like, hey guys, We had a good thing going, all right? It might have been too much of a good thing.
Holy
it
moly
might have
shit.
been a little bit too out there. And then we're releasing this mono song. I feel like this is like a palate cleanser for the year for them. You know what I mean?
Starting the new year. Oh,
Ginger.
And I enjoyed
Wasabi.
this. I thought this was good. This mono song. I thought it was
nice.
great. Yeah, it was nice.
Chill. Yeah. This is the type of track that makes me. I made a prediction last year, I think, where I said, chill music is still gonna have its place. This is the type of music that I'm thinking, and maybe I'm right, because this felt very cool, very relaxed. I would equate it to like H&M music that you hear in the background when you're shopping, but it's also very boppy. Like I like the beat. The beat is so cool. Everything about it I really liked, and I liked the decisions that were made in the chorus, particularly the la-di-da part, which I feel like it could have gone many ways, where you just do more of that instead of lyrics. But to me, I thought it made perfect sense. The rhythm of it was nice, paired with the instrumental. I think it's my favorite moment of the song. Like that chorus section is really nice.
It's really interesting because like we're getting like 3 renditions of like house and house related sounds this week, and they each sound pretty pointed towards a specific aesthetic.
Distinct, yeah.
Right. That feels pretty appropriate for each artist. I-dle, which of the 3 is the most mature, they've been around the longest, they have done the widest variety of music and sounds. They clearly attempted to mature with the last comeback. I will leave it up to you whether that kind of worked or not. But you know, we're now getting this like a third phase of I-dle that is presenting themselves in a lot more refined, a lot more controlled atmosphere. And I think this sound is definitely not something I would have expected to hear from I-dle in the past 8-ish years of covering I-dle. Have they been around for 8 years? That sounds about right.
I think you're about right.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah. Resigned. Yep.
Please, I'm sorry if I'm incorrect.
2018. You're right. You're right.
Look at me!
Look at you.
I'm a walking Wikipedia.
No, you had
professional.
you had the context clue that they renewed last year, so it should be around there, right?
Yeah.
Over 7 years.
What it was.
typically.
That does make
Quick
sense.
math.
Yeah.
But I think the members sound great. I think Mian, per usual, is like doing a lot to like add a lot of texture to the sounds. Same goes for the featuring artist SkaiWater. Not super familiar with him, if I'm honest. I've seen his name around, and I've been meaning to check him out. But he adds a lot of like texture that I-dle does not bring to a track, and maybe was missing from the last couple tracks. I don't know. It feels feels very controlled, but obviously he is doing something wildly different here. Melodic, plays with the rhythms in a different way than a typical pop artist would. So I thought all of that felt very sensible, and it felt like, I don't know, like the version of I-dle that is not as strongly Soyeon influenced sounding. Maybe I like this too. I don't know. I don't hate this at all, because now we're getting a different flavor of I-dle that we haven't really seen too much of. My mind did go back to like the collab they did with 88 Rising back a couple years ago called I-dle, in terms of the strengths we're able to see of G-I-dle. So I don't know, between like the Can't Be Forward G-I-dle and this version that we're getting that's a lot more controlled and refined, I don't know, I don't hate this at all.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. I do really enjoy what the song celebrates. I think there are a lot of good moments that comes
Lyric-wise.
like lyric-wise. I feel like there are a lot of good moments. I do, on the other hand, I do feel like at certain points it gets a little maybe too pandery.
I have seen people say it's a little too on the nose, which
Yeah.
I could see that.
Just a little bit. Like I don't. That doesn't. It doesn't really make me annoyed, or like it doesn't really, make me not enjoy the song or like turn the song off. Like I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's me. Like, like, especially that like the vocal sample pack near the end where they go like, oh, like what? How do you identify? What are your pronouns? I'm like,
the speaking part,
right?
Yeah,
which like. Obviously, I definitely see what they're going for there, and I definitely feel like it would be a good moment for certain people. But in my head, it went to those like corporate training sessions.
Oh,
At work.
I kind of see what you're getting, especially because like I'm not gonna say like you see like I see the idol kids on Variety and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Like, I don't think it's the most representative message ever of this. Like, Soyeon maybe, but like I've seen the other kids on a lot of variety shows, right? Mm-hmm. Getting back to the song though, to me this feels like they're essentially their version of like I'm not talking on a musical sense, I'm talking on a messaging sense. It's their version of Michael Jackson's Black or White is essentially what they're going for here, which is a great message.
Good comparison, yeah.
Kind of a timeless message there. I have seen people saying like the lyric. Whether you're from like the right or the left, they make a couple comparisons: east or west, straight or gay, whatever. I seen people saying that on a centralized American level, people are not happy with a certain handedness, left hand or right hand. Right now people are not happy, and they're like, do we really have to come together with those people? But that's a very specific American issue. Well, it's not an American issue. It's a polarizing issue across the globe, honestly, right now. Politicalness or leftness, rightness, and this song's trying to tell you like we all gotta get along, yada yada, and like there are things going on in our country, in Minnesota, and things like that, where it's like, do we really want to be hand in hand with these people? Probably not, So.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to.
I saw people having that. I saw people having that discussion. Yeah. But then Warren, you told me that it's not as centralized of a topic if you say it in a Korean sense, right? If you say left or right.
Oh no, I said it's just as centralized. That's what you gotta do. Because okay, the lyrics it reads you're from the right or from the left, which it could be interpreted as the political spectrum of like being from the left or the right. Which is also a common concept and a common phrase in Korea, like left-leaning president, right-leaning government, that sort of thing. And they suffer from a lot of the issues that America suffers from at the moment. So, I don't know. It's just not something I would have done right now, particularly. Like maybe
that's how I was feeling a little bit. I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, I didn't honestly even think about that argument till I saw other people having that discussion, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I can see where other people are coming from though in the criticism.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Like if I was in the right state of mind, I think I would have been like, yeah, like we need to talk. But like with the
right now,
with the way the world is
currently,
I don't know, man. Like,
too much, a little too much.
I carry around my green card wherever I go.
I know. I had a discussion with my mom. I'm like, do we need to start? Like, should we buy passport holders on Amazon? Like, I was having that discussion this week.
It's in my wallet, baby. I
was like, at what point do we start carrying around our passport? That's what I was like having that discussion. But to get back to the musical sense, on a musical sense, a lot more chill than their last couple releases. Like I've been very vocal that I was not a fan of Good Thing nor Klaxon nor Super Lady, to be completely honest with you, right? I'm going pretty deep in the bag here with these idol songs. But I always recognize that, it's like if I didn't want them to tone it down, but I was like, there's only a certain, as someone who's lactose intolerant, there's only a certain amount of cheese I can handle,
Right.
And I felt like sometimes some of the songs and the concepts that I-dle were doing were a little bit heavy-handed. And you know what? I still think that, but now I think that this is like a way more focused thing here. I think it's way more palatable. I like what we're doing here.
It's so nice.
Okay. I'm reading some information about the album, and this is unverified, but it sounds like this is a pre-release for an upcoming album that is coming sometime this year. Who knows when?
Okay.
If that is the case, feels like a nice bowl of miso before the sushi.
Good appetizer.
Yeah. Just, put me in the mood. Good appetizer.
Hey, big shout out to I-dle. I think everyone knows that Soyeon has a lot of good ideas going on here.
It's worth noting that the producers of the song, she's listed as like a exec level producer, but she didn't partake in the songwriting process with this track.
Huh.
Same goes for Pop
right.
Time, who's absent from this track as well.
All right, I did not know that going into this. I just assumed, and you know, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me, which I did. But hey, overall, that's like a saying my dad always tells me.
I know that one.
Whatever this was, I thought it was cool. I like this direction with I-dle.
Yeah.
Let's continue this way. That was
I'm
my
intrigued.
overarching feeling. So we're covering 5 songs this week. Let's take a quick break. We'll get to the final 2 after that. 3, 2, 1. Right, we are back at it with some more songs. We have Young Posse with Visa. They are from DSP and Beats. Their last 3 songs was Lose Your Shit, Freestyle, and Cold. Guys, you know how sometimes you try something new, whether it's a snack or a drink or an experience, and you're like, this just ain't for me, guys, right? That was literally my feeling after listening to this song.
What?
Really?
What?
Like you know how sometimes your friends gas something up, they're like, you gotta try this, right? Or you gotta watch this show, or you gotta go do this thing, and you do it, and you're like, I get it. I get why you like it, but it just ain't for me. That's how I felt with this.
Oh no, dog.
But I could be convinced.
What is it?
I don't think it's terrible. It's just like,
Okay.
I don't know. Like I just
Is it
I
the
just
genre?
I just don't feel like I'm roaring like Caesar in my daily life, guys. I just don't feel a connection there.
Well.
I'm curious because the way you guys are reacting to my reaction, it feels like you guys have very different opinions than me. Which I'm excited to hear you guys discuss why you think this is like Picasso's new best work ever. I'm curious.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't say it's
I
like
wouldn't say that either.
my favorite
putting
Young
words in my
Posse
mouth.
song.
Okay.
Okay, in my opinion, what I find really cool about this track and this group in general is that they're very committed. Like we've mentioned this countless times when we cover them, but they're very committed to this concept, this hip hop genre, and experimenting within the genre too, not just staying to one particular sound. And I think it's cool to see them try what a lot of boy groups are doing, this rage type hip hop vibe, very electronic, very much auto-tune, everything thrown in. It's cool. I think it makes sense with Young Posse and the vibes they have. I don't know. I like it. I like the energy. I like what they're doing with this concept, and I'm always very impressed in their live performance. I check out their live performances because they do the choreo, they do the live vocals, and the energy's nice. So I want to give props to that because I feel like not a lot of, or at least so far, I haven't seen girl groups really venture into this rage hip hop type of sound yet. Hopefully there's more, but it's cool to see it.
There's more if you look up Theo Soden's remix of Mix
and K-pop though
on YouTube. Needless to say, I mean, I've been personally making music of this sound, so I can't say I'm
biased.
Yeah, I'm a little biased here if I'm honest. And I don't know. I definitely agree with you. This is not completely new for K-pop. We've had Cordis attempt something. We've had Hypen do a thing the past couple weeks. It's very digicore oriented, rage sounding. There's like Jersey thrown in, If you're familiar more with artist names, like I'm thinking about Two Hollis, I'm thinking about Jane Remover, I'm thinking about Wikipedia, and in Korea I'm thinking about like Effie, System Soul.
Hyperpop. Yeah.
Right, like who else? Like Dollywood One, like these artists who kind of they came to prominence from the internet culture movement, hyperpop, kind of post hyperpop movement, like this it felt like a very organic aesthetic at the time, and it still does. It feels very personable, relatable, feels very young, and it felt like a matter of time before it gets imported into K-pop and like redigested and reformatted into, for the use of K-pop. And I feel like this is probably the best attempt at doing it. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I think this deserves Holospice because
Whoa.
because
You're insane, Dave. You're insane.
because one, it does something that is still pretty out of the box, in terms of leading the trend, in terms of how pop music should sound. And number two, I think it does a damn really fucking good job of it, because I think the rap is done well, the production is done well.
Okay.
The arpeggio synths, holy shit, very Two Hollis.
They're going crazy on the synths.
Yeah, they were fucking crazy. I love it. The bass is busted. I asked for the bass to be busted. They busted that shit. The autotune is there. Like the rap is there. Like, the flow sounds good. Like, okay, maybe it's a little played, but like I'm not complaining because like, I mean, like, this is what rap of this genre sounds like. I'm not gonna, I don't know. Like, this feels like the best attempt at doing hip hop music that actually feels relevant to 2026 or 2025 or whatever in K-pop. You know what I mean? Like, it always felt like we were 2 steps behind, like 5 years too late. It felt like we were doing Drake after Drake was done being cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, come on. I've been complaining about that since like I talked about Uneducated Kid on the show, which was like 300 something episodes ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like I don't know.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, and I feel like the quality is there. I feel like the finesse is there. The rap is solid as hell. Okay. Like, even the members that I used to think are like not solid as rappers I can definitely tell 2 things. I think I can definitely tell that they've been putting in the effort, and I can definitely tell they keep up with what's popular in like hip hop right now. Like, for what it's worth, like if I recall correctly, on their official YouTube channel, they had a parody track called Good Kid from GGM Kim Do and GGM Bunny, which is a clear parody of the Korean rap crew GGM. I don't think I've seen this. Yeah, like this is clearly a group that's like invested in the local scene and the local culture. All that to say, it's a lot of creative commitment, and I don't think that should go unrecognized. That's my spiel.
Doug doesn't see it.
Number one, these children don't understand what a credit card is, it seems like to me. Like, why do you flex you got more credit cards? It means you got more debt. I don't understand that on a
I think they're talking about passports, Doug.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I thought it was a like Visa, Master. Like,
yeah, that's what I thought.
I think it's meant to be both. Like, they're talking about how.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Additionally, I'm gonna take some points off for mentioning Bitcoin in the video and Kanye West.
They did do that. They did do that.
They did do that, guys. Let's be honest. You might like this song, but they did do that. These lyrics are ridiculous. Like,
yeah, I'm actually surprised. I wasn't sure how to take in the lyrics because I was like, I'm not like a.
Who wrote these lyrics? That's my first question.
Them, I think they're credited in some of it at least.
An artist called Yella D, and then Sunhye, Yeonjung, and Dowen.
Yeah. But to me, I feel like I'm not as immersed in this genre to feel like, yeah, this makes sense. Like, I was a little taken aback by some of the lyrics, but I mean, maybe this is common topic, common vocabulary for this type of genre.
Yeah, I feel like if we played it safe with the lyrics, that's kind of boring. you want this level of degeneracy with the lyrics, man. Like,
I would want this level of degeneracy of the lyrics if the people actually saying the lyrics were degenerates. That's my take.
Okay.
okay.
But they're okay.
They might have helped with the lyrics, but it just doesn't feel like the problem I have with Young Posse in general.
It's not like they're talking about stealing or like doing things they don't do. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that.
Well, they're
degree of
talking
degeneracy.
about having a garage full of foreign cards and maxing out their 5th credit card, which these kids do not do.
They literally said that's what they want, not they have it.
They wouldn't do that either. Like, I don't think they would.
You think it's maybe a little performative in a way?
That's my overall take about this group.
That's
Like-
I see that, but like posturing is like that's a key part of hip. Like at that point, like most rap artists in general of all cultures, like I mean,
Maybe that feels like maybe it's not time yet. Like, or like maybe it feels a little.
Let's just put it this way: regardless of if it's performative or not, it comes off
Yeah.
that way to me. That's what I'll say.
Okay, that's fair.
okay.
Maybe it is to some extent.
I don't think I could convince you otherwise.
No, you won't. You will not convince me otherwise on that. Like who knows? Maybe these kids are crazy degenerates, but it just doesn't come off like that to me. You know.
I don't think they're selling themselves as that degenerate either. I feel like they found a good balance here. Like it sounds stupid,
Okay.
but like not stupid where I'm like rolling my eyes. You know what I mean? Like
It's still believable.
yeah.
To you. Okay.
Okay, so this is okay. So inevitably, the conversation goes here because, like, I think this is great. I recognize I'm in the minority. I recognize this is not for everybody. Is this
It's not.
like,
It's not for everyone.
yeah, like, is this financially viable? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
That's okay. See, now we're getting
I
to my
don't
kind of discussion.
yeah. So
that's
let's
a good
let's put that combo there. Like,
Money. Actual money.
Is the company actually going to be maxing their visas on trying to make this shit work or not? You know, like that's really what we're gonna get with this.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like
It's fun. It is very fun. It's creative, but I don't know how it's perceived. Yeah.
yeah, like, I definitely think this sound is trendy. And I think I still think the sound is fresh and it's a lot more forward. But I also recognize there's a K-pop music critic blogger who gave this group gave the song an F in the past week.
Oh. Wow.
So like, I am very well aware of how K-pop fans think about autotune. Like, so like, all that considered, are we trying to build a very heavy invested minority? And is that a financially viable strategy? I guess that's where my question goes. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like in the
I don't
case of,
trust.
sorry, what?
I think there's a business strategy here because we put one of the kids on Show Me the Money, right?
They sure did.
Sure did.
Like, I think there's a commitment on that level which has to be respected. Like I'm surprised at how much of a like a loose leash, I don't want to call it that, but a loose leash that DSP is giving Beats is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like,
For
Because
production.
Creative freedom.
yeah, because this is DSP, and then under them is Beats, which is actually running on Posse, right? So this Beats company. They pretty much have free range to do whatever they want. It feels like right now, right? At least that's the perception I'm getting. It doesn't feel very like, you know, because DSP, although they're like a fallen giant in the K-pop scene, they're a big company at one point, right?
Yeah.
And they're trying to rebuild themselves up too. But I don't know what the business plan here is, because like this doesn't have sales because it's a digital single, but like the first day sales of their last 4 mini albums combined is under 4,000.
Oof. Combined.
Oof.
Yeah. So I don't know what like
Numbers.
yeah.
Well, I'm seeing 8,000 if that helps.
Well, first day specifically is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I meant like first week in my end.
If you just add up all the first day sales, it's under 4,000 for the last 4 mini albums.
see, that's where my question goes. Like, clearly they're getting investment somewhere,
Yeah.
and if for what it's worth, it feels like with Visa, it feels like they had a limited budget, but they did a good job of like playing with that and making sure that is reflected positively in the output. But I don't know. it does remind me of Dreamcatcher a little bit, which they had a sound that's very out there for K-pop, sort of left field. They found their niche. They had a very invested fandom that was willing to continue, investing their time and effort and money into the long-term well-being of the group. I'm not sure if what's the name? I'm not sure if Young Posse is there yet. But on the flip side of things, I do recognize that this is a digital single that is coming off of an unnamed series of a EP, whatever. While their previous release was a part of a EP called Growing Pain Part 1 free. So clearly, there is in the world of Young Posse canon, there is going to be a Growing Pain Part 2, maybe a Part 3. If you think about the Food trilogy, there's more to come.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And Visa feels like a bit of a detour in that aspect. Maybe a spinoff. I don't know. Or you want to put it. Uncanon.
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall see. But I don't know. If you think the entire aesthetic sounds terrible, I think that's fine. I definitely see that it's not like... I definitely see it's a lot more experimental. Right.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it sounds horrible either. It's just like... I get what we're trying to do here, right?
Yeah.
To me, with this one, I guess what I'm trying to say, overall, to me, it felt very loud and noisy.
See, that's where I think it. I don't know. I think that's a part of the aesthetic. That's where.
Yeah. So maybe that's just the genre is not.
Yeah. I can get something. I'm not giving this like a bad score. To be frank with you,
I don't think it's speaking towards you, Doug.
Oh no, yeah, it's just like I get what we're doing here. I see it executed. I go, okay, I see why you're doing this. It makes sense to me. And within this genre, I'm not a big fan of the genre, but I get what we're doing. It doesn't sound horrible, but it's just like when I listen to any of because we do this podcast, I'm like thinking about context and what we're doing and how we're gonna sell this. Because when we talk about like Dreamcatcher that you mentioned, at the end of their run, they pretty much were touring constantly to make money, right?
Yeah,
that was essentially what they were doing towards the end. And I don't know if Young Posse could fill like a 2,000 person room every
I don't know,
like every 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, clearly the biggest flex in the song is about touring, and so we'll have to see how much that.
Yeah, we gotta see how that works. And a little bit of a spoiler, but Sunya is doing decently well on Show Me the Money. I'm not gonna go further than that, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
maybe we'll see it happen.
If I could finish my thought, Doug, I wasn't talking about that. I think I was talking about people who think this aesthetic in general sounds terrible, like including Cordis. Including in Hypnotize.
Just like blanket statement.
No, that's too far.
I mean, here's the thing. I think if you think that, I think that's fine. I understand the
opinion.
Stylistic choices that come with this aesthetic is a lot more experimental than we've heard from previous iterations of hyperpop, or whatever different flavor of K-pop we've gotten in the past years, right? I just think as a genre we should be ready to move on from the Migos and Drakes of K-pop. I don't know.
Hip hop wise.
Yeah, hip hop wise, I have been ready to move on, and this to me is the perfect direction forward. And I don't think every group needs to do this, but I do think it's a North Star.
I don't think every group can, but it's interesting.
Hey, I think at the end of the day, I think it's great that we have these divisive conversations about Young Posse because
it's more interesting.
It makes them more interesting, to be completely honest. And you know what? It's interesting because some of the Young Posse music, I'm like, this is my shit, and then some of it, I'm like, I don't know, right? And I trying to figure out where that lies. Because I'm pretty used to I really like the Cordis songs, right? But I don't know, something about this one just felt like a tiny bit
they turned it up
performative to me is the best word I could say.
That's fair. Okay.
I see. I felt like Cordis was a tad bit corporate version of.
I mean, of course they're going to be corporate.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah. I think we've talked about Young Posse enough. I think everybody knows what score I'm going to give it.
All right, let's go to the final track, which is Zerobaseone, Lovepocalpyse, which I don't want to say it's their goodbye song, but it pretty much is, right? They're from
kind of is.
Hype Geffen, last year's songs, Iconic, Slam Dunk, and Blue. This is like... So this is the last time, I think, the last release we're going to get with the current iteration of Zerobaseone with 9 members. Because 4 of them are leaving to go back to Yehua to form the Yehua group that everyone knew was going to happen. Like, when we bought into Zerobaseone on a face level, we knew this was going to happen one day, more or less, right? Like, it was already like when you signed the waiver to become a Zerobaseone fan, you knew this was going to happen, right? And it's sad that it's come to that, but that's the terms and conditions that you agreed to. That being said, you know what? F Wake One for giving them no budget to actually have a music video for this. I thought that's a bit, right? Like that
was a disappointing part.
Especially like, here's the thing: back in the day when like IOI released Monsoon, I got it because the group didn't make that much money, right? But Zerobaseone made so much goddamn money that it's ridiculous that this didn't get a proper music video.
I had so many questions while I was watching it because I almost felt like, is this the right track we were gonna cover? Like, is this the release?
This is it.
And because, I mean, for people that haven't seen the music video, it's just concert footage. Like, footage of backstage and of them performing on stage as well. And then, I mean, there's a little bit of graphics in between, but it's not the members. Like, it's not them being filmed in a particular set or anything. So yeah, a little bit of disappointment in the production value there. I don't know if it was timing. Was there like a time reason why they couldn't do it?
That's what I was thinking too. Like from an audio end, it felt poorly mixed. If like
really?
Yeah, like the mix sounded cheap and a little lacking in depth. Like the drums sounded floaty, unmixed, and like the instruments are just raw, and like some of the vocals don't sound great either. And like I know the producer behind this track is Olipop, who's like, we've heard good stuff from him in the past. Like I don't know if it's him. Maybe he was suffering from this fever that's going around. Like maybe the budget was a little tight. Maybe like
I don't know.
Maybe we had like 2 weeks to finish this track. I don't know. Like
I think it's a bit of a shame because this song, more than some of even their other more famous title tracks, really fit like the vocalists in this group really well. I thought. Like I thought this was like the Tere song, more or less, right? Like it fit his vocal tone to a T. It was like I was like, damn, if you like Tere, this was an amazing song for you, right? On face level.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like the event of them like not being 9 anymore is bigger than the song, you know, in this situation. So it's hard to talk about the song. But that being said, I like this kind of depressing goodbye song, but kind of upbeat one. I like that because like when I got IOI Monsoon, I was just sad boy time, you know.
Whole ass ballad.
Like I like these more like positive ones. You remember the Kepler Maybe Goodbye song that was really good, right? That one that came out.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I think for what we got, I enjoyed the song. I thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess once I realized what it was, because it's essentially, goodbye song, right? A fan song. But yeah, I guess I also agree. I prefer this than a ballad than a slower tempo release. And I don't know. I guess it makes sense because of the sound that Zerobaseone had as a 9-member group. It makes sense. Just I don't know. I still can't shake the disappointment in the production.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm almost let down a little bit. Like I don't have a huge emotional connection with Zerobaseone, if I'm surprised. But I do think like they deserve like a solid ending. Like I've been a huge Stranger Things fan in the past couple of years.
Oh,
did you like the ending? Did you like the last?
No spoilers. Episodes? No spoilers, please.
I just want a temperature gauge.
Okay, spoiler-free alert. First half of the season, oh my god, so good.
Yeah.
Second half of the season, oh my god, so bad. What happened? The fuck.
Okay, no. That's what I thought.
Fuck you all. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And dang. I don't know if if I was a Zero Base One fan, and I have heard various
Heroes.
if I had heard various versions of the breakcore K-pop that I've heard from Zero Base One in the past couple years, I'm expecting a little better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the mix is just weird. Just doesn't feel done, and just it feels like they didn't mix it and just turned up the master, which is, I don't know. And I just cannot look past that for some reason. I do think vocally, like, at a certain point, I remember, like, near the debut of Zero Base One, I think it was you guys that were concerned about the lack of a strong vocal presence in the group.
Possibly. That seems like.
Well, no, that's Alpha Drive 1.
I think I was worried for both, but yeah.
Okay, fair.
But I do think what I got, and like particularly the chorus sections, maybe that's what you're referring to with Tere. I think they sound solid.
Yeah.
Like, maybe there's a section here and there that maybe drags a little bit, but I don't know. Overall, getting strong whiffs of the abyss from Stranger Things.
I think on a song level, if I was a Zero Base One fan and this was the Goodbye-ish song, I'd say that was a good song. You know, that was pretty solid for the ending. I'd be more depressed at as I said at the start of this, the lack of a solid music video. You know, they should all be wearing suits, and then at the end, people should walk away. Like, you know, we need one of those, right? We need one of those.
Yeah.
We didn't get that, which is a little bit
Sad,
of a shame.
but yeah.
I don't have the most things to say about this song. I think my big picture feeling is Zero Base One as 9 is the statistically most successful survival show group in Korea.
Wow.
Wow.
I believe it is. It will produce Boys Planet, Girls Planet, that ecosphere. That's what I'll say, right? In that ecosphere, they sold the most albums by far.
You're trying so hard to not make a mistake of.
Hey, because someone's gonna mention like, hey, you remember like you know this group was from a survival show technically, right?
This group was the most successful. If you look at their
technically, I believe it's Stray Kids on a group that was on like one of these trendy shows.
Oh, does that count though?
I don't know if that counts, but that's a gray area, right?
Okay. From the Produce Boys Planet series.
I'm talking about from the Produce Planet Ecosphere. This was the most successful group.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I completely understand, even though I don't like Yeahwa as a company, I completely understand their position of we could make our own group and sell 1 million albums because these kids are popular. Completely get that too.
Yeah.
I do hope that Zero Base One, since we can't get the Yeahwa kids, can we continue as 5? I think that lineup's pretty good. Hanbin, Tere, Matthew, Gunuk, and Jung. I think that lineup makes sense to me, and I still think that could sell over 1 million albums. But overall, RIP, press F to pay respects to Zero Base One. You know, great run. They had a great run.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Also, Mnet for not announcing a new survival program at Mama this year. It's like the first time in like 6 years they haven't done that.
They're taking a break?
I don't know what's going on there.
Too busy with Show Me the Money 12 that nobody asked for.
Jesus.
But other big releases from the week include Identity, Yes We Are B-side, One Us Grenade, One Verse with Wide Awake Before I Fall, Mont with History, AMP with Past, TNX Call Me Back, Zero Base One pre-release with Roses, Momo Land with White Spring, and then the ones from the past week. Those ones were from 2 weeks ago, the ones from the past week. Treasure, Better Than Me B-side, Long Shot FaceTime B-side, Billy Cloud Palace, which is a pre-release, AB6 A Minute A Second, A Turn with Bruise, Pow with Come True, and Wib with Rock the Nation. Oof. SojuScore. Last time, like 2 weeks ago on episode 357, we gave Cat's Eyes Internet Girl a 3.54. True EXO My Cyberlove a 5.67. That's too low. Alpha Drive 1 Freak Alarm with a 5.36. Longshot Moonwalking 7.06. That's too low. And Hype and Knife with a 4.94. And EXO Crown 6.46. And we're going to score the songs from this week's XG Hypnotize, KiiiKiii 404 New Era, I-dle Mono, Young Posse Visa, Zero Base One Lovepocalpyse. Let me get the thing on the screen. All right, first one, XG Hypnotize. I think this is HoloSpice worthy. 8. That's all I'm gonna say.
I very much enjoy this track, but like I mentioned, coming off of our coverage of Gala, I give it a 7. I still think it's great, but yeah, 7 for now.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a great track, but I also stand by what I said near the end of our discussion about pacing and feeling a little maybe familiar. So, I still think it's great. I have a 7.
Damn, this is gonna be close. I saw what the Nation had. Nation gave this 7.21.
Whoa.
This is gonna be really close, guys. I don't know what the math is, but as a result, it receives 7.3 on the dot.
On the dot.
Wow, it happened. Okay.
Welcome, Hypnotize.
Hypnotize is officially the first song in the HoloSpice class of 2026.
Hey, that's good.
That's crazy.
There you go.
Wow.
I'm mad with that.
First entry.
Hey, rounded to the 100. That's what we got. Next one, we have KiiiKiii with 404 New Era. I gave this one a 7. I would recommend everyone at home listen to this track. Great track from KiiiKiii.
I was between 2 numbers, but I'm gonna go the lower route. I'm giving it a 6.
Damn.
I still think it's a really good song, but I think there was something about it that I think could have been a little more out of the box, as we're saying, as they are talking about in the lyrics. But it's a 6. It's still good.
I think what a lot of this came down to was how I thought certain parts of the lyrics didn't sound good acoustically. But on the other hand, I liked the content and what they were going for and how campy and fun it is. Oh no, so I guess that kind of cancels it out. I have a 7. I recommend it, please. Thank you.
Good.
SojuTalk Nation and Gochu Gang also voted. They gave this track a 6.45. And as a result, it receives 6.61. That feels a little low, guys. I don't know, man.
Oh.
Let's keep going, though. Next is I-dle with Mono featuring Skaiwater. I actually enjoyed the song more than you would also think. I also gave this a 7. I had a great first 3 songs of the week. I thought that these were all recommendable.
Great month.
I also have a 7. This is probably one of my favorite tracks from I-dle in a while.
Guys, it's a jackpot. I have a 7.
It's a 7.
And the Nation and the Gochu Gang gave it 6.31.
That's low.
That's low. So as a result, 6.83. That's on y'all. That ain't on us. We like that one. Hey, next one, Young Posse Visa. I want to go last. What did you give Young Posse Visa?
Okay. Like I said, do I think this is the best thing they've released? Not really, but I enjoy the creativity. I think this exploration of the genre is fun. I gave it a 6. I think it's fun.
I don't think the song is perfect. I want to put that out there. I do want to say, like, even though I've praised the song a lot, it drags a little bit near the 2-minute mark. Like I think the pacing is a little off there. The way they kind of handed off one flow into the other, I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan. Same goes for the dance break near the end. I didn't think this track needs to be 4 minutes. Particularly for this sound. Like, this is like, you could call it 2 minutes and good. But otherwise, I still stand by everything else I said. I still think this is a North Star for what a lot of hip-hop based K-pop should sound like and could sound like. So I have an 8.
I knew it.
I have a 5, guys. I had a 5.
That's okay. That's all right.
What the hell, man?
Nation Gochu Gang also voted. They gave it a 6.12.
Okay.
It received a 6.28, mostly because of me.
You know what? I thought it was going to be lower. I was afraid people were actually...
I thought you'd give it a 7.
Be good fans. Me?
Damn, y'all let me down.
Let's say if I did this and then you did that, dude, we ain't even
it's
close,
not going anywhere now.
Yeah. Finally, we have Zerobaseone with Lovepocalpyse. I gave this one a 6. Thought it was good, but I think, like, I don't know. Something about it felt like... it left me wanting a little more. I don't know why.
I felt the same way. but even more, I give it a 5.
Hey,
Yeah. I still think that if I'm a fan and I'm invested in the narrative and I see this as a big inflection point for the group that I stan, I still think it could have worked.
Yeah.
I mean, I still liked the first half of Stranger Things, so I mean that's got to mean something, right? So I have a 5.
the Nation and Gochu Gang also voted. They gave this song a 5.85, so kind of reflecting your guys' opinions to give us with a 5.46. So the Soju scores this week: XG Hypnotize with a 7.3 on the dot, making it into the Hall of Spice. We have KiiiKiii 404 New Era with a 6.61, I-dle Mono 6.83, Young Posse Visa 6.28, and then Zerobaseone Lovepocalpyse with a 5.46. Finally, we're at show winners. Anita, hit us with them.
Yes, and most of these they're all boy groups. First up, we have EXO with Crown. They won on Show Champion, M Countdown, Music Bank, Show Music Core, Inkigayo. So 5 wins, and in Inkigayo they had a grand slam. So congrats to the EXO comeback. Then we have Alpha Drive 1 with Freak Alarm. They won on Show Champion, Music Bank, Show Music Core, and Inkigayo, in which they got their first win ever. So 4 wins for them. And then last we have Hypen with Knife, 1 win on M Countdown.
I also I'll just pull this article up now. So Alpha Drive 1 became the first boy group since 101 in 2017 to win all public broadcast music shows. So that's Music Core, Music Bank, and Inkigayo with their debut song. So the 3 bigger music shows.
Wow.
So those are the 3 big ones because they're on KBS, NBC, and SBS, the 3 big news channels. So
the big 3.
Hey,
congrats to them.
Congrats to them. Yeah.
Congrats.
And
Good debut.
EXO Crown still people love EXO, so that's also cool. The Grand
Yeah.
Slam. From all the documents I'm seeing, we originally used to have a show on Tuesday, which was on SBS MTV called The Show. It has been removed from everything, so I don't think it exists anymore. I think the show got canceled.
I thought it's coming back after like a break for a new season. Is that?
I thought that too.
Oh, is that
but
what it
all
was?
of the Namo Wiki pages where I get this information from, they deleted that column in their charts and stuff.
Oh man.
Dang.
So I'm not sure if that show's coming back or not, but the resources I'm using, which is K-pop in 2026 on Namo Wiki, which is the Wikipedia page, that column is gone. So I don't know if that means something. But that ends part 1. So just talk episode 358. We'll be back after a short break. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. And consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
All right, we are back at it with part 2 of SojuTalk episode 358. We got 2 weeks of news again. There isn't that much, but let's get into it. One of the biggest things that's been happening over the past 10 or so days is the Cha Eun-woo tax evasion scandal, is what we're gonna call it.
Right.
So he's under investigation. So in short, this is what happened, right? This is what allegedly happened, right? Apparently, his mom, he probably knew this was happening though. His family, and probably including him, they set up a shell company so that he could pay corporate tax rates instead of personal tax rates. So if you make personal income tax and you're rich, you pay about 45% in income tax, right? But if you have a corporation and the money's flowing through a corporation, it's roughly only 10 to 20% tax rate.
Oh, it's a lot
and
less.
setting up a business is fine, but the business actually has to be running. They're saying he set up the business where no one does anything. They just set up this business so he just pays less taxes, more or less.
So it's a shell
the
company.
shell. Yeah.
It's a shell company, and as a result, he owes about 13 to 14 million USD or 20 billion won because of the difference in the tax rate.
You said 20 billion won, and on screen I'm reading 200 billion won, which is
It's 20 billion. It's not 200. I think this was that's too much.
okay.
So this happened. This came out, and then Fantagio said, the key issue in this matter is whether the corporation established by Chaonu's mothers qualifies as a taxpayer. So they acknowledged that that's what this is about. They said they're going to cooperate, and then Chaonu himself came out. He apologized for what's going on. And he apologized many times. To me, like, at a minimum, he's taking some form of accountability that something went wrong here, you know what I mean? Like, he's not saying like I did this wrong X, Y, and Z, but he's at a minimum saying like it is the duty of citizens to pay taxes, yada yada. He's acknowledging that this is a serious issue that's being investigated and he's being tied to, and that he's going to
cooperate with.
He's in the military right now too, which is another aspect of this.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, Chaonu.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get that the guy's handsome, guys, but like everyone, if you gotta pay your taxes, he has to pay his taxes too, right?
Yeah. That's how it works.
Before all of this happened, there was a running meme in Korea, where like if you're good looking, you have to pay more taxes because of the benefits you get, and people used to literally joke that Chaonu should pay more taxes.
Little did they know.
Little did we all know.
Oh man.
I mean, this is kind of hard to defend. Like if you're obviously like, yes, please pay what is overdue at this point. Every millionaire is like out here evading taxes left and right. So like, is this like completely shocking? No. But at the same time, I recognize that the amount of money that's missing here could have been used for a lot of good in the overall social community in Korea. So
and here's the thing: if they had formed the corporation and he wanted to get paid through the corporation, and they actually ran the corporation, he had employees managing things, and he was the whole reason you get the tax benefit where you pay less taxes is because you're expected to do business, spend money, things like that. You know what I mean? Have business expenses. You can't just claim you're a business so you get like 30% off your taxes. That's just not how this works. Like, for instance, SojuTalk is registered as a business. We pay taxes every year on whatever comes in. We pay taxes on all of it, and we have expense reports and things like that. You have to, because you're gonna get. You don't want the IRS, or in Korea, the National Tax Service, to knock on your door and say, let's audit and see all the numbers you're hiding. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want that to happen. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what the outcome of this is. But like, I know people are like, it's just money, but in Korea, they're taking this as a very serious matter, right?
I fear, yeah.
I mean, we'll have to see how this plays out. I mean, look, I used to use TurboTax to do my taxes every year. Now I use a free version of the tool out there.
I used to use TurboTax until I found the glitch, and I tried to report the glitch, and they told me there's no glitch. So I switched tax services. So because we have SojuTalk, I have to file taxes as an individual, but I also have to file business taxes.
Yeah.
So it's always more expensive to do so.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, we see you registered a business on your account. Do you want to add the business thing to your taxes? And I'm going, yeah, of course, because I'm filing a business. And it would just never let me add it. Like, it kept me in a loop. So I sat on the phone with them for 2 hours to get to talk to someone, and they goes, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let me transfer you to someone, and they hung up. So then I said, F this, and then I've been filing taxes with someone else ever since.
I mean, I have my qualms with the tax paying system in America to begin with. Like,
it's terrible.
Yeah, like,
it's
I could go on that for hours. The reason I brought all that up is because I am aware that paying taxes is very complicated, and I am very confident I didn't make any mistakes. IRS, please don't track me down. But so
That's right.
This is that, what I'm trying to say is, hey, I will give people the benefit of the doubt. But the amount that's missing here
For this, I feel like
I don't know, man.
that's
like,
a huge mistake.
Also, setting up a shell company is a deliberate act. Like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been one thing if some numbers got messed up or something, but the fact that there's a business entity and it seems like they don't have any proof that this business was actually running a business, that's bad, you know?
It's a little hard
No.
to look the other way on this one. I'm like, I gotta admit.
That was that one. There's another one. So CL's also
Another
in trouble. So you remember how she set up Very Cherry in 2020 after leaving previous management, right?
Yeah.
So she made a one-woman company, but the problem is, reportedly, she never registered this business.
Huh? How
Yeah.
did you get to do that? Oh no.
So you're probably thinking, like, well, doesn't that mean she's paying more taxes because it's all personal? Yes, technically, but like, all businesses need to have oversight, and you have to pay to register. Like, we pay a fee every year, things like that. Yeah. So this one's kind of even like the Chaonu one to me feels like they were trying to do cooking the numbers a little bit. This CL one sounds like someone stupid who's handling the business for her, because this is her company.
Up.
She's literally in this company doing business, and no one decided to register this as an actual business.
Huh.
I mean,
Well.
If she has any employees or like people helping her on the behind the scenes, she should be screaming at them. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like, we
if
didn't
I'm
register
CL,
the business.
if I'm CL, I'm not sitting down to like write down the form. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
Yeah, of course, someone else is supposed to do that, fill out the forms
Probably.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like, whoever was supposed to do that
Somebody
did
dropped
not
the
do that.
Jesus Christ.
Gosh.
So she, that you could technically go to jail for this. She probably won't, but there's a fine. Most likely, she'll probably have to pay a
Oh.
fine.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Dang.
yeah. This also happened to Kang Dong-won apparently back in the day. The actor.
Really?
The police concluded that he personally wasn't involved, but they did proceed to get charges on the people in his company because they're the ones who were negligent. So that seems like a similar situation to this, where CL thought we were running the business in good faith, but there are some people in the company who like aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Wow.
Well, file your papers. Get your pen rolling.
Let's keep going. So next one, Huntrix and Golden. Golden became it won at the Grammys Best Song Written for Visual Media.
Nice.
This is the first K-pop related Grammy, but not the first Grammy for a Korean person, because there was an opera singer who won a Grammy a while back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But this is the first K-pop related Grammy ever
Nice.
awarded.
Deserved.
It's crazy. Here we are.
It's crazy. Additionally, I found the meme post after that. Teddy is now a Grammy winner technically because he's on the song credits for Golden. So Teddy
He's in
technically is a Grammy winner.
I don't know how I feel about this.
How do you feel about that, Warren? Teddy
I don't know how I feel about it. That's my answer.
Like, I'm really happy that EJ won, K-pop Demon Hunters won, everyone involved won, but our boy Teddy here also won.
Wasn't involved.
You know
yeah.
what? A win is a win. I am happy for the man. Best of luck to Teddy in the future.
So the Grammys happened in general. It aired last night. I watched about the first half of it. There was a decent amount of K-pop representation. The Huntrix were there in person. We saw them. They were there. They were looking great. The first performance of the night was Rose and Bruno Mars with Apatu. They did that one. And then they had all of the best new artist nominees performed back to back as well. And Cat's Eye was in there. They performed Gnarly. There's been a lot of discussion about that song again online today.
Really?
People saying they slayed. Other people are like, of all the songs you did Gnarly. you didn't do Gabriella, you know, like, yeah. There's been a lot of discussions about that. As someone who saw it, right? I watched it live. That's what I'm saying.
No words.
Here's the thing, right? So they performed it. Let me get to the wiki page. Okay, here we go. So it started off with the Marias, with No One Noticed. Then it went Addison Rae, Famous Like a Gun. And you know what? Going Addison Rae, Famous Like a Gun into Cat's Eye, Gnarly did make sense on a musical sense. They're both kind of slay songs, so that made sense here.
Yeah.
But something about the way Gnarly happened is they started backstage and then they worked their way onto the stage, right?
Yeah.
And then they did it.
Oh, okay.
And it's like something in my head about like Queen Latifah, Lady Gaga watching Gnarly in person to me was just really funny to think about, you know? Like Biebs was there, you know, everyone was there and they're just watching Gnarly happen on the stage. I don't know. That's just like an out of body experience for me. That being said, they did not win the category. Olivia Dean with "Man I Need One."
Oh yeah.
Which
yeah.
honestly,
Nice.
I thought either that was gonna win or I thought the Alex Warren "Ordinary" song, which was all over the place too. I thought that had a good chance as well. But yeah, it happened though. And you know what? They
Still
seemed,
good. Yeah.
the fan, the true Cat's Eyes fan seemed happy with it. So you know, it is what it is, right? But yeah, so that was pretty much all the K-pop representation. And then I believe that Huntrix performed Golden at like, you know how they have like mini award shows before the main award shows? I think they performed it at one of those ones.
Oh.
And they're also going to be performing it at the Oscars.
I heard about that. I'm excited.
That's
for
also
that, yeah.
happening as well. So
Very
that should
fitting.
be pretty cool. Yeah. And shout out to Bad Bunny, you know, winner of the night.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Bad
Shout out
Bunny,
to Bad Bunny.
Kendrick.
Kendrick was
Nice.
like,
Yeah.
isn't he
So
like
right
the-
here, K-pop Demon Hunters got two awards. Well, two nominees at the Oscars. At the Academy Awards, they won. They didn't win. They're nominated for Best Animated Feature, which they're the heavy favorite to win. Number one.
Okay.
And then they have a nominee for Best Original Song, Golden, which they are in a dead heat with another song. I think the betting odds says they're not gonna win it, but we'll see.
Well, I haven't seen the other
Same.
nominee.
I haven't seen. Is it Sinners?
Yeah, there's an original song from the Sinners, which is the favorite to win because that
Sinners
Sinners
is
song.
crazy.
They
in
got
the
so many nominees,
Oscars.
right?
Yeah.
They gotta
but,
win
hey,
something.
K-pop Demon Hunters go, and the weirdest thing about normally they let all the original songs perform, but this year only the Sinner song and K-pop Demon Hunter songs are performing at the award show. People thought that's
Okay.
very strange. Normally they let all of them. But at a minimum, people think it's going to win Best Animated Feature because they're like, you know, Zootopia wasn't that good. Is pretty much what people are saying.
Okay, that's fair.
Could you imagine that's just gonna win an Academy Award? That's amazing.
That'd be great. It'd be cool.
It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, all right. So that is the award show stuff. Additionally, this dropped right as we started to record. BTS is having a collaboration with Netflix. So the first thing that's happening is the comeback will be performed at Gwanghwamun in Seoul
Whoa.
on March
Okay.
21st, 8 p.m. KST. Isn't like the last time we had a Gwanghwamun Square thing like Psy with Gangnam Style, I think was the last time that happened, right? Like a giant
I'm
performance
not sure, but
near City Hall.
You know, we get political protests twice a week. So
All the time. No, like every day, dude.
I
Every
don't know
day.
if that
But
counts.
they're gonna be performing on March 21st, 8 p.m. KST or 4 a.m. PST. So for us, that's gonna be 7 or 8 a.m.
Jesus.
Jesus.
But it's going to be happening. They're going to be performing live for their comeback, and they're going to drop a documentary about a week later
Oh,
called The Return.
Okay.
the
So,
return.
y'all gotta be watching that. That's gonna be a big event, of course, right? We're having a
Yeah.
Netflix live stream of the comeback.
Oh man.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
I don't. Netflix and live streams don't have a great history together.
No, I've tried to watch some boxing events. It's shoddy at best. Like I've tried.
I don't know why, but their back end does not seem to be able to handle a big amount of
Hopefully.
people. So if I'm an army, I would temper my expectations a little bit but you know, we'll see what we get.
Netflix is in love with Korea right now, though, right? Like, they're absolutely
Yeah.
in love with
yeah.
Korea. They have this going on. Singles Infernos 5 is airing right now.
Yeah, Culinary Class Wars.
Agents of Mystery with Karina is going to air in a month.
Squid Wars games.
You have Squid Games. We Culinary Class Wars. You have Kion BMB. Yujae Suk's getting a BMB show. We have Not PD and Isojin in Texas is airing soon. I heard
That's on
Just hanging out in
Netflix?
Texas. Yeah, it's on Netflix. That
What?
one.
That's always been a YouTube thing. What the hell, man?
We got Devil's Plan is going to air season 3 this year on Netflix. It's crazy the lineups they're getting, all Korean based.
Wow. That's
But yeah,
crazy.
Netflix. You know why? Because they come to these Korean PDs and they're like, so you need like $20 million to make the show, and that PD's like, nah, give me like 2, and then he makes the show. You know, that's why they love it. It's so because they're so cheap about it. So that happened. Next thing, Akmu has left. YG Entertainment formed their own company called Center of Inspiration. That is their
Scepter?
not center, Center of Inspiration.
Okay.
That is their company.
All right.
I mean, he's been he as in Chanyeok. Chanyeok has been using that phrase for a while, like for his like personal projects, as in like art installations and like all those like out of left field events. So it's not completely out of nowhere.
He already rents an office building too. Before this, he already has an office building.
Yeah. This has been in the works for a while. This profile picture is interesting, but yeah, we'll see where this goes.
Hey, let's get it. Next thing. So 101 announces the upcoming. People think it's a TV show with handwritten letters from all 11 members. We might get some music too.
Ooh.
But people are curious because Kang Daniel's going to the military, so they wonder
Right.
So they're saying like maybe the show was already filmed. That's what people are speculating.
That would be the ideal
Because he is
thing.
going to the
Yeah.
military. But people have been waiting 7 years for this. If you're a 101 fan,
Years.
so in this year we're gonna get a 101 thing and we're gonna get an IOI thing, which is they've been waiting 10 years for that.
Oh man.
So
What happened? Dang.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. So also X1 is reportedly might have a reunion.
Huh?
So there were rumors flying. Everyone's flying about this. There were even reports that the X1 members met with the PD who went to jail for rigging the show. That was another rumor that came out. Also, the An Jun-young guy, yeah, there was a rumor that they were meeting with him too. So that happened, but then the agencies came out and said, we haven't heard any about this bullshit. I don't know what you're talking about. But there are rumors now that this is happening too.
I mean, I guess since everybody else is coming back.
Additionally, Uju Sonyo was teasing that they filmed a music video together, and then Dayoung on her fan platform basically leaked that it happened. She's like, how do you guys know? That's what she said. And now it is confirmed because One the K released like a schedule for February, and Uju Sonyo's on the 25th.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
It's coming.
We are getting an official comeback from Uju Sonyo, February 25th.
Wait, that's
confirmed.
not too. Give us the teaser. What was this? That's less than a month away. What the
They
hell?
won't.
Yo, look at this run. We got IVE 23rd, Uju Sonyo 25th, Blackpink 27th.
Oh, wow.
jeez.
Damn, that's
Fast
kind of
as
crazy.
Well, it's crazy that we're getting a Cosmic Girls comeback. First time in 4 years, I think.
Oh my.
I never understood why they just gave up on them. I never understood that. Like, I don't know.
Really?
Let me keep going. Pentagon is reuniting for the Hanto Awards, even without Chaonu, and I think without the Chinese member too, because
Wait.
I was about to say.
the rest of the lads though are going to be reuniting for the Hanto Music Awards specifically. Yeah. So I believe that Yowon and then who is it? I'm missing someone else in this group. But wait,
Idon?
Idon? Dawn?
wait, I'm messing this up. For some reason in my head, I thought Chaonu was
That's
in
Astro.
Pentagon. He's in
Yeah.
Astro.
I was a little confused
I
when
was
you
about to
said
say,
No,
it.
he's in Astro, right? He's in Astro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Astro.
You confused
in
me for a second
Astro.
too.
God, I always get this wrong. Oh yeah, so it's Yanan is not going to be in this. I believe he's the Chinese member of
Yes,
Pentagon.
correct.
But the rest of the lads are going to be reuniting for the Hanto Music Awards. So I cleared this up. Pentagon, Astro.
Don too?
No, there's no way, Anita. What? Come on, there's no
You said the rest of the lads. He wasn't there.
He's not. He's a past member. He's in the Wikipedia section of past members, Anita.
Dang.
Oh damn.
It's like saying She's having a reunion on Mama, and you're like Jessica Chung.
Hey, you never know.
She did sing songs.
Yeah, someone mentioned she
did.
got permission. I don't know how she got the rights to the permit, but she's singing Girls' Generation songs at like fan meetings now. So that's happening. Yeah. But Pentagon reuniting, that's kind of cool. So Blackpink's upcoming mini album, Deadline, it has only 5 songs, with Jump being one of them. It comes out on February 27th.
Just drop the fucking thing. It's just like 5
People
songs.
think
Get it over
we're getting Jump, B-side, Jump remix,
No.
Jump English version, Jump instrumental. That's what we're getting with this album.
No. I hope it's not.
Hey, I'm excited though. I like me some Blackpink. The next thing that happened is SMTR25. They're gonna release a cover of "Into the New World" from My Girls' Generation as a part of the Reply High School show on February 13th. And then additionally, SM had those like they dropped more business videos. You know, they dropped like what they're doing. They dropped 2 of them called SM Next 3.0. They mentioned specifically one of the like item lines. The main things they talked about was new boy group confirmation. So they confirmed we're debuting in 2026.
All right.
So the rest of it was a lot of like, you know, corporate talk, multi-creative production system, global IP and market expansion.
Oh my
They
God.
talked about fan engagement and artist protection. They have that Kwangya 119 where you can report crazy people, you know, things like that. The only thing that people talked about, which was controversial, is they mentioned their usage of AI that they're going to be doing.
In what way?
They said, we're going to use AI technology to enhance A&R systems, including using its extensive music catalog to analyze and recommend tracks tailored to artist profiles. This AI work will build on SM's access to technological resources via its parent company, Kakao. So the one application they said is, SM, we have a giant song bank of songs we haven't given to anyone, and we're going to use AI to help pick songs for our artists out of this big bank of songs we got.
I am pressing X to doubt. Sounds like a terrible use of technology.
Yeah.
I don't know if I buy any of this bullshit. We'll have to see where this goes. I'm not convinced.
But the main thing that fans were happy about is that they're debuting this group. It's confirmed, 100% confirmed.
I hope they get a good
happening.
song that fits them as an artist.
Yeah.
Next thing we're getting, Anita, there's an NCT Jeno and Jaemin unit happening. February 23rd.
I did hear about this.
So people are excited about that.
Wow.
Next one, FNC is debuting a Boys Planet 2 group with Choi Libu, Kang Woo-jin, and Jang Ha-eum. So they're gonna be these guys did not win the show, but they're going to be debuting them in a spin-off
I
group.
recognize them. I recognize it. Oh, okay. This trio is interesting. Okay.
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
FNC is
Hanum
gonna do
was a
something
really good
there.
vocalist.
And then FNC also announced that FT Island, they renewed again for the 20th year.
Wow.
Wow.
That's insane.
20 years.
20 years in the
20
same
years.
company. Yeah. It's like if you want to go see FNC as a company, it's one of the easiest companies to go see. It's in Apgujeong.
Yes.
It's just there. You can like
You have
just walk by
mentioned
it, and within like 2 minutes from there, you could see the original SM building is right there too. They're within like 5 minutes of each other walk. So if you're in Korea and you're in Apgujeong, because you might be, it's a touristy area, you go see the FNC building. You know, wanted to throw that out. Next. Continuing the exodus from WM Entertainment on and off is also leaving the company. So I don't know what's going on with WM Entertainment, but everyone and their mother is leaving. Essentially.
Oh boy.
The only artist they retain right now is Oh My Girl. That's it. Everything else is gone from that company.
Wow.
I feel like a matter of time now, doesn't it?
Yeah, and within Oh My Girl, like Yua and Aden have left the company too. Like we have like portions of Oh My Girl is
Right.
but that might be that situation where they're doing their solo activity somewhere else, but if Oh My Girl comes calling, they'll still do Oh My Girl, right? I believe it's that kind of
that's what it
situation
sounds
there.
like,
But like On and Off is gone, Cheon left. It's literally only Oh My Girl is left at that company. And it seems like them getting acquired by RBW was not the best situation ever for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even at RBW, like One Us is leaving, I believe. So I don't know what's going on with that whole conglomerate. Next thing, former Luna and now former Lusemble member Yejin has signed with the new company called MUMW. So if you are looking to see her, she's moved over there.
Oh,
All right.
That profile image feels less like a singer and more like a actress.
Actress, doesn't it? Yeah,
yeah.
kind of feels like that to me.
Maybe.
Next thing, hey, if you want to see Eve, because she's all the hype right now, she's going to Europe in April. So you're gonna go see Eve in Europe. It kind of fits the aesthetic of the music she's releasing right now too. So I think that'd be a cool mix over there.
Yes.
And then finally, so Red Velvet's Yeti effed her neck up while doing Pilates, guys.
Oh no.
Broke?
So it was originally reported that she broke her neck.
Oh,
but
okay.
It turns out that was so the Korean word she used was this one, Warren.
Let me zoom in on my screen.
꺾여서. That was the word
꺾여서.
she. Well, how would you translate that? Because the auto translates that she broke it, which I think that's too extreme. I think she just effed it up.
It's not.
Sprained it?
I think broke is actually a good translation. It's just
Really?
but it doesn't quite mean that she broke her bones. You know what I mean?
She pulled something. She tore the tendons or something. But she got effed up at Pilates, guys. Watch out, guys.
It was forced into a bad angle.
To the point where she's wearing a neck brace, as seen in the photo that she posted. She's receiving physical therapy and taking steroid injections, guys.
Ugh.
Whoa.
She got effed up. Yeah. She has no prior history of neck problems either. So whoever her Pilates teacher effed her the fuck up, dude.
Man.
I mean,
That's crazy.
Oh, speedy recovery, I hope.
I'm glad she did not literally break her bones in her neck, but I am sad to hear that she is injured regardless.
Yep, that's all the news. Next week, though, we have ATEEZ, Sungmin, Yosup. These are some old heads over here. We have Maiden, which I don't know if we want to support that group continually, guys. We have Chungha, which, yay, go Chungha, IVE, and To Us. So there's a mixed bag there. Should be kind of exciting.
Okay.
Okay.
This has been Soju Talk, your weekly shot of K-pop, episode 358. I'm Doug. I'd like to thank Warren Nader for again joining me. It was a fun time. We'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we get back in the rhythm of weekly episodes. You know, we had a lot of...
We'll get there.
We'll get there, guys. It's been a rough start of the year.
I don't like being sick.
Me neither.
Yeah. I don't like shoveling snow. Well, bye, everyone.
That too.
Bye.
Bye.
And here's an extra special shout out to all of our Fiesta Patreons on patreon.com. Bagel, Charles, Cotton Ball, Ellie, Gogu Mama, Honey Pools, Incoming Snail, Liam's Games and Toys, Natalie, NJ Parks, South Texas Once, Siu Sumi. And thank you for joining Soju Talk, your weekly shot of K-pop. Thank you, really.